Hey everyone, I just wanted to give you some brief information about our annual Salvation Army gift drive. You see, in Futures we have a phrase. We say, today's struggles are tomorrow's stories. And when we're talking about it, it's usually a message of hope. We're usually saying to kids, look, we know that life is difficult, that it's full of struggles, but if you keep walking, one day you'll be able to look back on them and talk about them. It's just a story, they'll have passed. But the thing about stories is, they're not just about events. Stories are about choices. Every choice we make writes a new line in our story. Right now, for somebody, their story is one of struggles. It's one of furlough and redundancy. It's one of benefit cuts and rising energy prices. It's one of impossible choices where they're scared to turn the next page. Because the next chapter, that's the one where they have to turn to their kids and say, Santa couldn't afford to bring you anything. How do you do that? How do you turn to your children and say, look, it's not your fault. He just couldn't afford to come. That's impossible. But we get to write into people's stories. Because of us, someone gets a story that says, well, there was a knock on the door and thanks to the generosity of strangers that I've never even met, someone showed up with gifts for my kids. You see, today's struggles are tomorrow's stories. But we get to choose the story that we want to tell. Now, I realise plenty of us aren't in a position to help. For some of us, these struggles are ours. For some of us, we may not want to get involved for personal reasons, for religious reasons. That's fine. Really, it is. To not join in doesn't mean you don't care. We get that, really. But if you can help, what we're asking people to do this year is for each family to buy one extra gift. Just one. All the details you need are in the email that we've been sent, but you really don't have to. But if you do, well, that'd be amazing. Because, well, we know that today's struggles are tomorrow's stories. But it's up to us what story we want to tell. Thanks for your time.